wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coupes, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Complete to Nick.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Mayfield on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He was brought down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left up. Right, and this will remain a scoreless game. They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he finds his tight end. It's Hurts. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
21 yards.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
brings up 4th down.
And with a play clock running out, Doug Peterson decides to take a timeout. He'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns' drive about to get started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They run again on first down, Chubb. A gain of 3, second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Score Eagles 3, Browns nothing.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Right there, 54, right there.
Chubb on the counter. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Give to Nick Chubb.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. Chubb. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
49-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The
tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 07's the mic. 07's the mic. Check tight. Check tight. King. 36.
Mayfield now from the 50. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On first down, Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, 37 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert, alert. You tighten up. Switch. Show it up.
Here's Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
You can fall or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him take, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch his skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on sight. Red, green, red, tight, set the bar, take flight.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Let's bring it. 42 to Mike.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 19. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Parkey set to kick off.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They go play action with Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, Charles, let's step aside different topic here for a second. Unfortunately, the NFL lost a legend earlier in this first month of the 2020 season. Hall of Fame running back Gale Sayers passed away at 77. And Sayers, the youngest man ever inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, was just 34 years of age when he got that honor back in 1977.
And a big reason why? He had to retire early. Only played 7 years in the NFL. But what a run before injuries really cut his career short. In fact, he played the equivalent of 4 full seasons out of those 7 that he played because of injuries. But he was first-team All-Pro 5 times, led the league in rushing twice, and still holds the record for kickoff return average this many years after he retired. Commissioner Roger Goodell called him one of the finest men in NFL history, and I can tell you this, partner, one of the most exciting players we'll ever see.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 42-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 50 seconds to life. 50 seconds.
And again, it's Chubb. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. To throw, Mayfield. Rolling to his right. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Parkey with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. That's caught by Jackson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Jalen Mills on
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. You call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Eagles 17. Browns.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Hurts to throw. Hurts has it left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
18 on the play. First down, Eagles.
On first down, Hurts. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 44-yard line.
That'll be caught. Rager with it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running right. Here's Sanders. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
17 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Browns.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. It's a foot race.
If you were me,
and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Ertz sets up to throw it. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pick.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll go again with Sanders. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is JoJo Natson. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Taken down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
At the 43-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Mayfield to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a death. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A gain of 32 that time. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's make these babies regular. Let's make these babies crawl right now. Undercut. Safe. Alert. Jump. Hurry.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, alert. Shoot.
Running for it, here's Chubb. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And this carries into the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us